Hey, hey family, how are you doing? Welcome to Charlotte's Backyard Garden. Look, it's been a long time. I know it's been a while since I've been out here, but I just wanted to take a few minutes and come out here, get my camera straight, come and share and chit chat a little bit and see how everything's going in your lives and in my life. And yeah, we're gonna get ready for some seed starting. We're gonna start some seeds. I've already been working on preparing seeds during the winter because I have some seeds that needs to be cold stratified. And here in Georgia, we have had quite a bit of cold weather that has rolled in on us, and I want to take advantage on getting some of the seeds that really need this cold weather in order for them to break dormancy. We're going to get those on out. But I just wanted to come and chit chat with you all. I have had, thank you for the love for so many people who've reached out to me asking me, where are the videos? But I have been really busy in my life. I'm grateful. I'm just a lot of my acting stuff and working on auditions, but that's neither here nor there. We want to talk about gardening right now. But yeah, some of you have reached out, many of you have reached out and said, look, we're waiting on a video, what you got going on, what you doing in the garden. And I just wanted to come and share with you all to talk about what it is that I am doing in Charlotte's Backyard Garden. So look, yeah, as you can see around me, I have got a lot of stuff that I already started. I know that this looks like a hot mess, and it is a hot mess right now, but it's like, I know what's going on here. So what you see back there in the back, all of those milk jugs, right? That's just like one of the old school ways of starting seeds in in its own little greenhouse. And what I'll do is take those that I'm starting seeds, and they're going to be going outside. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it a little bit. Let me show you what's going on. But look, what are you doing? Are you starting seeds? Are you getting ready to plant your brassicas, your cabbage, your collards, your broccolis? Are you getting ready, your kale? Are you getting ready to get started with that? Because this is the time now to get your seeds going. Get your seeds going so that you can get them out towards right as we get ready to break from that last frost. Get them out because they love a little bit of crisp air, and that's what really makes those brassicas shine. That makes them sweeter. It really helps them with their the green leaves, and it's just better for them to get a little bit of that frost towards the tail end before we enter into our actual springtime. But let me talk with you a little bit about what it is I'm doing. Let me get myself, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of what I got going on here on the table. So I had just started, as you can see right here, this seed tray. What I have begun to plant is cabbage. I have some carrots that I'm working on right now. I've got broccoli. I've got some Morris heading cabbage. Those are the cabbage collards, which I love. I love a good cabbage collard. I really love cabbage collards. And then this is kale. I have some kale right here. I think they're like blue giants or something like that. So they're perfect for you to get started, and you can use kale for your smoothies going into the spring and early summer. It is the best to add to your smoothies and to cook up. I love adding kale to my fabos, and it's just so much you can do with it. Right here, I also have Georgia Southern collards. These are the big Georgia Southern collards. So this tray right here that you're seeing is all of those things that I just mentioned is in this tray. And I have them broken out into rows of two. Now, look at this. Okay. And then I have them labeled here, right there. Have them labeled. But this is something that is the first time that I'm doing, which is using these peat moss pellets. I'm trying this for the first time. I usually sew into individual cell cups, and I don't have any right here, but the actual standard trays. Let me see where the tray, I got a box of trays, and I'm gonna go bring those to you. But I usually start my seeds into their own little cell trays. But I had this, someone gave this to me for whatever reason, and I thought to myself, I've never used the pellet peat moss, and I know they work, but I'm giving it a try this year. You know, nothing beats a failure but a try. So give it a try, and that's what I'm doing. So I have 2 rows of all of the vegetables that I'm getting started here that I have put into the peat pellets here. And what I've done is sprinkle like maybe 3 or 4 little seeds. And as you know, collards and kale and broccoli, the seeds are so small. They're so small. Let me show you. So you sprinkle, and this is what I've done. You know, I usually sprinkle about, 3 or 4 seeds per pellet, just for germination process. Okay, just for, see how small that is. Those are really small. Okay, see, without them moving. So that's what they look like. And so what I do is just take a little pinch, usually about 3 or 4, maybe 5 seeds, and I sprinkle. And once I get a good germination on these, I will thin them out, look for my strongest plants, and then I'll thin them out. And if they all seem like they're coming up pretty strong, then I'll separate them out, and then we're going to use them if we can. So now that I have these right here, the seeds put in all of the pellets, what I'm going to do is put a dome, this dome right here. It's going to go on top. And this one right now is ready to go on the heat mat. I'm going to let that sit until germination has happened and I start seeing little sproutlets, little sproutlings come through. Once I see the little sprouts that have come through, have broken through the soil, and I see greenery, at that point I'll take it off of the heat mat and then we'll put it underneath one of the grow lights. So it's not a rush situation. We don't have a process. We don't have to rush it. We're going to let Mother Nature do her thing. And I'm praying that I get 100% germination, but I'll take 80 or 90%. I really will, to be able to use this in the spring garden that's coming up. So we have that's going on. Now I'm going to show you also something that I'm trying for the first time, and I'm kind of excited about it, is this. Egg cartons. Egg cartons. Oops, I got dirt everywhere. Okay, the clear egg cartons, or you can use the brown paper egg cartons as well. Okay, so what I have done in this particular egg carton, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I have 3 rows right here of a different type of carrot. These are the red core Chardonnay carrot that I have. And then on this side right here, I have a rainbow mix. See, you can see that, a rainbow mix carrot on this side right here. And I have put them all in. I actually sprinkled a couple of the seeds in, and then I lightly put a little bit of soil on top, just lightly on top. Okay, and then we have this ready. The soil was a little moistened. I am going to have to moisten it up a little bit more. I'm going to sit this. You have holes. Actually, don't forget, let me tell you what I did. After I had gotten the soil in, gotten the seeds in, and then it dawned on me, Charlotte, you forgot to put the holes in the bottom of the eggshell cartons. So look, you guys, gardening is it's fun. It's having fun. You're gonna remember some things, and some things you're not gonna remember. And how I forgot to put holes in the bottom of the egg of the cartons, I don't know. But so I had to go back, and I had to gently take my little poking tool. I have a little poking tool that I use. It's like a two-sided poking tool, and I had to gently go and poke holes in the bottom of my carton. So we're going to be putting that on heat mats as well. And then I have these over here that I'm starting. I did the same thing. And what we have here is marjoram. I have quite a bit of herbs that we're going to be starting this season. Instead of me buying it, I'm trying to get this to where you can see it. Let me push it down. Is that a little bit better? Yeah. So I have marjoram, and I have oregano that we're going to be, so all of that is in this tray right here. We're going to start that. And I went on to do the same thing with, I have arugula and I have Bloomsdale spinach. These are going to go on the heating mats. And then I also have something that I love, I really do. I have bok choy, okay? I have the purple bok choy and I have the green bok choy. We're gonna start those because they love the cool weather as well. But they're gonna start on the heating mats. These particular ones that I just talked about will not go outside just yet because they don't need cold stratification to get them going. But let's see, carnation. I have one here that I need to put back. Purple coneflower. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't. Okay, here we go. That goes there. All right, so let me show you. I'm gonna pick you guys up. Follow me. Here we go. I'm gonna take you down here and show you. It looks like a mess. It is a little messy. I don't mind sharing my mess with you guys because I love playing in the dirt and I love making a mess, and I'll clean up my mess. All right. So let me show you what we're working with. Okay, here we go. All right, so I started with all of these milk jugs, and it looks like it's in disarray. And look, guys, you can use any type of plastic type container. Jugs are preferable, but any type of plastic container that you can create a dome effect, okay? You can create a dome effect to that. So what I have started in these, just to show you a little bit of what I'm growing. These are all new. Say this. I have fallen in love with growing flowers. I really have. So I have quite a bit of seeds, as you can see in the back. I have quite a bit of seeds. But I have fallen in love with growing flowers. I did flowers last year in my garden, and they were stellar. My zinnias, my snapdragons, the marigolds. I had dahlias, beautiful flowers, and I had a beautiful bed, which was a pollinator bed with a butterfly mix, and it was just gorgeous, and I loved it. I was excited about it, so I wanted to do that on a larger scale this year. So I have some new flowers that I'm going to be trying out for the first time. Trial and error, right? The best way to know if you can do something is to try it. So that's what I want to encourage you, is that if you haven't tried it, try it, right? Try it. Give it a go and see whether or not if you can get it to germinate and get it up. And that's what I'm basically doing. I am not an expert on flowers. I do love me some vegetables, and I've been doing vegetable for years and years and years. Vegetable gardening is in my blood. It's what I know. I was born and raised with gardeners and farmers. I've never not known a time that I haven't gardened, except for maybe the time that I was carrying my children. Other than that, gardening is what I know, because that's the way I was brought up from a child. Dealing with my grandparents. I stayed in the gardens with my grandparents because that's the only means that we had of eating. All I knew was eating out of the garden. Okay, so It's what I do. But flowers have recently become a love of mine. I had such a wonderful time last year going outside, cutting my own flowers and putting them in vases throughout my house. And I had my own flower arrangements. I fell in love with that. And now I'm hooked. I want to grow more and more and more, and just to see how it turns out. So this is going to be a new and exciting year for me, trial by error, and I'm praying to God that it works in my favor. So we're going to see. So let me show you what it is that I'm trying for right now. Okay, so let me turn you around. Okay, there's this one right here. It's called Delphinium. Delphinium is an Emerald Pacific mix. It's a tall plant. This one right here is Siberian wallflowers. Let me just go down here. These are Tiger's Eye sunflowers. This one is foxglove. You see that? Foxglove. I just want to quickly show you dahlias. I have quite a few dahlias because like I said, I fell in love with the dahlias. Those are dahlias. Dahlias. Can you tell? Okay, over here is the bachelor's buttons. Those were so pretty. They were so pretty. You can add them just as finishing touches to your arrangements. And that's another delphinium. Let's see. Hollyhocks. Gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to that. So now we are moving over here. I have my herbs, sage. I have cilantro. I love cilantro. Y'all, I can eat cilantro with everything. Snapdragons. I'm doing more snapdragons. And look, the thing with snapdragons, let me tell you, and this came from the Dollar Tree. I grew these last year. Y'all, excuse my dirty fingers. I've been playing in the dirt. I know. Don't come for me. But anyway, I used this pack of seeds last year, and I grew snapdragons from the Dollar Tree last year. And would you know it, that these snapdragons are still alive in my yard. These things can take a cold snap. They will take a hit and they will keep on going. So, and they were beautiful. They do like to climb. I noticed they like to climb. So what I'm going to do, I'm growing more of them, and I'm going to trellis them this year. Put them on some trellises, probably against my house or my shed. Celery. I have lavender. I have quite a bit of lavender in the yard right now, but it never hurts to have more lavender. I have Canterbury bells. I've never grown those, but those are so cute. Look at that. Canterbury bells. Those are so pretty. I want to see what those look like. Lemon balm. I do have a yard full of lemon balm, but I have some friends that want, I use lemon balm in a lot of my products too. That's more sage. Let's see what we got going on. And I'm going to get some order to this, guys. Trust me. Just want to show you real quick. That's cilantro, parsley. I have two types of parsley. One is this, let's see, there it is. Single Italian flat, and this one is a curled parsley. I use parsley a lot in my cooking. And then I have chamomile. Yes, chamomile. We all know about chamomile. Beautiful flowers, but beautiful as a tea. I have the purple coneflower, which is our echinacea. We need that, y'all. We should have boosting that immune system. We need that echinacea in our life. So this is what I have as far as the ones that I'm going to set out. And I know it's a mess, but I'm going to set it out, and it's going to have to be out for a few weeks to get a cold stratification going. And I'm hoping that the cold weather holds up just for a couple more weeks so that I can break the dormancy on these right here. So what I'm going to be doing with these, but what I'm going to be doing with the jugs right here is once these little packets that I have, I'm going to be writing on the jug or out somewhere on the tape. We're going to tape the sides of the jug back up. Okay, we're going to tape so it create a closed dome, okay, so that we don't want to leave it exposed with it halfway open. We're going to tape that back up, but I will be labeling each jug according to what's in the jug and how many weeks it needs to be out. So what I'm going to do is separate. Some of these don't have to be out but 2 weeks. Some of them have to be out 3 or 4 weeks. Some of them have to be out about 6 weeks. So I'm going to separate according to what the instructions on the back of the packet is telling me. This one right here, the Dahlias, it says 6 weeks, plan out 6 week prior. So I'll probably let that be out for maybe 4 weeks. Okay, maybe 4 weeks. Once again, trial by error. I'm trying it. I'm trying it. So I'm going to separate the ones that need to be out according to the weeks, the amount of weeks they need to be out. Once they have germinated and all of the beautiful plantlings have come up in the jug, then what I will do is come back in and repot them up in some cells so that it will get them ready to go out into the yard right before our last frost. Okay, and some of them might require to get out there before the last frost, but that's according to what the back of the packets are saying. So it's some research that goes into it, but it's worth it. To me, it's worth it, and I'm going to give it a go. Now, that I have some seeds also that I'm going to be playing around with, seed packets. As you guys see, I have quite the investment with seeds, and it's a little dark over here. Hopefully you can see them though. Some of these I'm going to be planting directly into the garden. Now my tomatoes, whichever ones I decide to go with, and you can see I get seeds from M.I. Gardner. I get seeds from Baker Creek seeds. I get seeds, the Ferry Morris seeds. I have Burpee organic seeds. So I have used several of these brands and have had much success with a lot of them. But the tomatoes, I will be starting them on next week in pots, inside of the little pots on the inside. And we're going to get them going because they're going to need several weeks before the end of our frost to get up and going, and then we're going to transplant those into the garden. This one right here, I'm really looking forward to the mushroom basket tomatoes. So many of them this one right here is one of my growing favorites, the German Johnson. That girl right there, she gets big and fat and juicy. As you can see, the cucumbers and onions. We're going to put a parking lot on these right here. These I'm not going to do because I did something different with the onions. Okay. For the first time, I tried a different grower, and I'm excited about showing you that. But take a look at some of the seeds that I'm going to be playing around with. The peppers to make my own hot sauces. This is another one that I'm looking forward to. I grew this years and years ago. This is called a North Georgia candy roaster. It's a squash. It's in the squash family, and they are wonderful. Here we go with the beets. I have quite a bit of beets that I'm going to be growing because I like to juice those. And here are some more flowers. Actually, I'm getting ready. These also came from the dollar. These right here, surprisingly, did well. They did so good. And see, you can use them like that. They did good, and I enjoyed them, so I'm going to give them a try again. Okay, so these are some of the flowers that I will be putting the seeds into little seed sales on next week. My zinnias, marigolds, I have quite a few here. The daisies, these right here are marigold seeds from my crop last year, from my seeds, my plants on last year. So I'm definitely going to be using these because they did so wonderful. They were so beautiful. Nastrums. So yeah, I have a butterfly mix that I'm going to be just sowing out after the frost has hit. I'm just going to sow those out, and I did that last year, and it was beautiful. Beautiful. Shiso is something that I will be potting up. I love shiso. It's a cross between basil and oh gosh, I don't know, but it is delicious. I love I love red shiso and green. Now, for those who saw, I also grew loofah last year. These are the seeds from my loofah that grew on last year. And look at the loofah seeds that I have. I got a lot of loofah. You see? I got a lot of loofah. And it turned out wonderful. And let me show you from the loofah. Let me see if I can show you real quick. I don't know if you can see in there, but let me grab one of the sponges. Sorry, my camera work is not all that great right now, but I'm doing so many fun things. Okay, here we go. Here's my loofah that I grew last year. Yeah. See that? There it is. Give you some more light. There's the loofah. And this right here, these are the seeds that these came out of. Those are the seeds. So yeah, I will be growing loofah again. Having fun with that. Here's my soil bucket that I do a nice mix of potting soil right here, seed starting soil, and it's a good combination of sphagnum, peat moss. I use Pro Mix that's in there, a nice Pro Mix that you can get from Home Depot, Lowe's, your nearest store, and then I use it's some vermiculite, some perlite. So I've got a little nice mixture going on that has been proven to do well with me. Now, let me show you here. I told you about the onions. Yes. These right here are onions that I'm going to be trying for the first time. And I found this farm in Texas. It's Dixondale Farms. Dixondale Farms. Get you. So Dixondale Farms is where I found this. And I decided I wanted to give them a try instead of growing my onion from seed this year. I did my onion from seed last year, but I got started a little too late. And so my bulbs did not get big the way I wanted them to get big. So I got a jump start this year, and I'm okay with getting a jump start or getting onion seed from someone else, because I've heard nothing but good things about these onions. So what I have here is a mixture of short day onions. These are short day onions. These are the onions that are typically specific to my region. I'm in zone 8A here in Georgia, and these are the onions that are earmarked for growing its best in my region. These are candy. Let me tell you exactly what they are. Hold on. Okay, let's see if they have them in here. They don't say what it actually is, but in that sampler, these are like candy reds, a granax, I believe like a granax, and like in the Vidalia onion family. So I have it's 3 different varieties in this right here that I'm going to be giving a try. Short day onions. Now, short day onions are onions that are specific for our time, like I stated, because onions need a specific amount of daylight time, and these right here require the amount of daylight that is specific for our region where I'm at in Georgia, to give them enough time to get to the big bulbness that they need to get to. Now, these are also that I wanted to try. These are Texas Legend. These onions right here are specific to our region as well, and they get fairly big. The bulbs get big, and they're sweet. These are sweet onions. So, yeah, my mouth is watering because I'm ready for these right now, but I'm going to be patient. These girls, I believe, are going to produce some really nice, big, fat bulbs that, from what I'm told, the bulbs come in weighing like a pound or 2. with these onions. So I'm really sort of excited to see what these turn out to be. And these are called Texas Legend. Texas Legend. And now I also wanted to try, these are intermediate, and meaning that it's not actually specific to our region, but we can get away with growing them in our region. These right here are intermediate onions, and I will have to list what the name of these intermediate onions are. But these right here are different, you know, red, like a red Creole. There's a red Creole in there. Like our red onions that you would buy here in the Georgia area. And once again, I'll get the name of what these onions are. But these are intermediate, meaning that these tend to require more sunlight time than what our region tends to give them. But they can still grow in our area. It's just that the bulbs might not get as gigantic as they would if they were somewhere a little bit further north than where we are here in Georgia. So these are the onions that I bought from Dixondale Farms. And yeah, I am looking beautiful, beautiful root systems on them. They look great. I mean, and because they came through shipping, and don't let the yellowing throw you off or the wilting throw you off. That's perfectly fine when onions are shipped. But what matters is that these bulbs are nice, hard, firm. There's nothing mushy. There's nothing rotting that I can see. They all look good, and I'm ready to get them in the ground. So I will be planting those later on today, and we'll catch a video of me planting these, getting those in the ground, getting them ready. So yeah, I wanted to come and take some time and talk with you. I know it's been a while, and just share with you what it is that I have been working on and the things that I've been doing pertaining to the garden. I also have a project that's going on where I'm going to be installing a fence around my garden this year, hopefully, because the deer were going crazy last year. I mean, they hadn't gotten to the point they were so bold they were standing in the beds. The nerve, right? The nerve. But, you know, I guess everybody's got to eat. But, baby, I don't want you eating on my dime like that. Not like that. So we're going to put up a fence around the garden this year. And I'm also adding a few more beds to the garden this year as well. Just to round off with the amount of space that I will like or would need to grow the necessary things that I'm wanting to grow. But I just wanted to come take a little time and share with you guys about what it is that I'm doing. If you have any questions, please feel free, you know, just leave me a message or something. And look, if you're new here watching for the first time, please subscribe, like, subscribe, and share. Like, hit that bell and subscribe to all of them. And I'm going to do better with posting and getting these videos out. But I need your support. I need your help. So share, spread the word, like, subscribe, and spread the love around. I am Charlotte's Backyard Garden, and my garden is your garden. Let's garden together. And if you haven't started the garden, what are you waiting for? Let's do it. I'm launching out this year. Not only am I working in my own garden, I will be going to various places helping them install their own kitchen gardens. So yeah, the busyness is there. I'm happy to help with this new business venture that I am, as far as being a garden consultant. I have been asked, so many people have asked, will you come help me? Will you come help me? So now I'm carving out the time this year to help with garden installs in my garden consulting business as well. So yeah, I'm happy to be a part of your world, and I am definitely happy that you're a part of my world. So until we meet the next time, the next video, I want you to stay blessed, stay encouraged, and happy gardening, everyone.